Good morning, students. So today we are going to learn about the cell, its structure and function. So here you might have already learned about the cell. So in 8th class also we have learned about this cell. So what is the cell? So cell is nothing but the basic unit of life. So cell is the basic unit of life. So here all the living organisms are made up of cells. So here when we observe the cells primarily under a microscope, we can find the different cell organelles. So there are a number of organelles present inside the cell. So they are the nucleus, mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum, ribosomes, lysosomes, etc. So here you can find the different cell organelles inside the cell when we observe under the microscope. So here we are going to learn about the typical cell. So when compared with the plant cells and the animal cells, you can find the differences in the organelles present in both the plant cell and the animal cell. So here when we see the plant cells, you can find the chloroplast. We can find the chloroplast inside the plant cells. Can we find the chloroplast in the animal cells? No, you cannot find it, because these chloroplasts are present in the green parts of the plants. Green parts of the plants like leaves, not only leaves but also in green parts like the tender stems, etc. So you might have already know the function of chloroplast also. So what is the function of the chloroplast? So this chloroplast is present in the chlorophyll of the leaves. So the main function of chlorophyll in the leaf is the preparation of food. So here we can find some differences in between the plant cells and the animal cells. So here in order to know about the cell organelles, first you have to know about the different cell organelles. So here we have a lab activity. So take a Rio leaf and tear it in a single stroke, and you have to put it against the microscope and observe it under the microscope. So here when you observe under the microscope, you can find the structures. So you can find the structures just like here. Plasma membrane. So here you can observe the cell's outer layer, which is the outer covering of the cells, that is called as the plasma membrane. So here first we are going to learn about the cell membrane or the plasma membrane. So plasma membrane, it is also called as the cell membrane. So it is the outer layer of the cell. It is the outer layer of the cell. So the cell membrane is flexible and it is mainly made up of lipids and proteins. Lipids and proteins. here, what is the function of the cell membrane means? Those are the cell membrane allows the substances to enter into the cell, and also to the substances that go outside of the cell also takes place through this cell membrane. So the cell membrane do not allow all the substances to enter into the cell. So it allows only some certain substances to pass through. So actually the cell membrane is a permeable membrane. The cell membrane is a permeable membrane. As it allows only certain substances to pass through, it is called as selectively permeable membrane. So the cell membrane is called as the selectively permeable membrane. So inside the cell membrane, so you can find different cell organelles, cytoplasm, etc. So here, this is the function of the cell membrane or a plasma membrane. So here there is another structure in the plant cell that is called as the cell wall. So here, so outer to the cell membrane or plasma membrane in plant cells, you can find this cell wall. So the cell wall will be tough, flexible, and also the porous. So here, due to the presence of this cell wall, the plants can withstand the pressure exerted exerted by the cell sap. So here, this is the main difference, cell wall between the plant cells and the animal cells. So here, so due to the presence of this cell wall only, the plants can withstand the external changes in the environment. So this is about the cell wall. So next one is the nucleus. So here, in order to learn about the nucleus also, here we have a lab activity. So here you have to take a scrap from the mouth. So scrap a little bit from the mouth and place it on the slide. So and put a glycerin on it. So the glycerin should be uniformly spread on the slide. So after that, add a drop of methylene blue. Add a drop of methylene blue on the slide. So and observe it under the microscope. So here, while doing this lab activity, you have to take some precautions. So you should not scrap too hard because it may injure you. So and also you have to spread the scrap uniformly on the slide, and also you have to drain out the excess glycerin or methylene blue which is present on the slide, and you should see that no air bubbles should be present on this slide, and if you have to observe under the microscope. So when you observe under the microscope, you can find some dark colored structures on the slide. That dark colored structures are nothing but the nucleus. That is called as the nucleus. So here we are going to learn about the nucleus. So this is the structure of the nucleus. So this is the nuclear membrane. So this is the nucleus. This is nuclear core. And this is the genetic material. And this is the nucleoplasm. So here this nucleus was first discovered by the Robert Brown in the year 1881. So here first when he discovered, Robert Brown also do not know about the function of this nucleus. So but it is the most important organelle of the cell as it controls all the functions of the cells. It controls and regulates all the functions in the cell. So the nucleus is called as the cell's control room. Nucleus is called as the cell's control room. So at first Robert Brown do not know about the function of this nucleus. So next here we have another scientist named Schleiden who proposed the cell theory. So here Schleiden said that the new cells exist from this nucleus. So here you can find the nuclear membrane. So just like in the cell, just like the cell membrane, here you can find this nuclear membrane, and you can find the genetic material which is present inside this nucleus. And here this is a nucleolus, not nucleus, nucleolus, and it is the nuclear core. So just like in the cell, the fluid present inside the cell is called cytoplasm. Here the fluid which is present inside the nucleus, it is called as the nucleoplasm. So here on the basis on the presence or absence of the nucleus, the cells are divided into two types. So what are those two types means? So prokaryotic cells and eukaryotic cells. So here in the prokaryotic cells you cannot find a definite nucleus. You can find only the membrane, you can find the nuclear material. So but in the eukaryotic cells you can find a definite nucleus. So on the basis of these, so the cells are divided into prokaryotes and eukaryotes. So next one you have the cytoplasm. So the cytoplasm is the fluid content which is present inside the cells. This is the fluid which is present inside the cells. So inside this cytoplasm only you can find all the different types of cell organelles. So here this cytoplasm, it is the fluid content. So and also all the different cell organelles which are present inside the cells float in this cytoplasm. So here just like in the nucleus also you can find the fluid filled substance that is called as the nucleoplasm. So here next this is about the cytoplasm. Next here you have another part called as the protoplasm. So the protoplasm is also the fluid content. So earlier to the cytoplasm, so the fluid which is present inside the cell is said to be as the protoplasm. So here the earlier was believed that the life originated and the life existed in this protoplasm, and later on this protoplasm was renamed as the cytoplasm. So here this is about the protoplasm and the cytoplasm. So here, so in this lesson next we are going to learn about the different types of cell organelles. So what are the different cell organelles that are present in the cell means? So first one, endoplasmic reticulum. Next, mitochondria, the ribosomes, lysosomes, Golgi complex, next nucleus. We have already learned about this nucleus. So like this, we have different cell organelles which are present in the cell that we are going to learn in the next class.